My name is Lisa, and I'm a housewife who lives a relaxed life with my husband, Gideon. We have a marriage where we still get along like lovers, and Gideon is so kind. I just wish this happiness could last forever. That's what I thought as I lived my life happily, but
We're not having any kids at all. Are you sure you're maintaining a healthy lifestyle properly?
trying to conceive isn't just a woman's responsibility. Maybe the reason we're not getting pregnant isn't just me.
Hey, what are you saying? Are you suggesting it's my fault? You're not putting in enough effort, Lisa, and now you're trying to blame me.
Exactly, both mom and dad are angry, aren't they?
My parents want to talk about this too. You better reflect on this properly.
It's been 2 years since I married Gideon, and I have not been able to get pregnant. Because of this, Gideon, who was initially kind, gradually started to change his attitude. Moreover, my sister Audra, who has recently been visiting our house more often, also started to nag me constantly. Then, one day,
It's been 2 years since you got married, right? Why hasn't Lisa gotten pregnant yet? Oh no, don't tell me. She's the type who doesn't want to give birth.
no, that's not what I think at all.
This is no joke. Producing grandchildren is a wife's duty.
Lisa, you keep being rude to Gideon's parents. Apologize now.
Apologize? But why should I do that?
It's obvious, isn't it? You're not doing what's expected of you.
Exactly. It's natural for a woman, especially when she's married.
I've been trying my best, but Lisa is just too laid back and it's not working out at all.
Oh my, what a capable daughter-in-law we have here.
Isn't that just being selfish to an extreme?
Hey, apologize properly now.
I'm sorry. My parents and in-laws, as well as Gideon and Audra. Even in such a situation, my husband Gideon remained the same. I was hoping that someday he would return to the kind person he once was, but I've decided to stop expecting that. Continuing this life is honestly difficult. While I was walking outside, thinking about what to do next.
Oh, Lisa. Is that you, Lisa?
Yeah, it's true. Lisa Chan.
Mia and Noah. Wow, it's been so long. How have you been?
Totally fine. All good.
It's been like 10 years, hasn't it? Wow, can't believe we haven't seen each other for so long. But Lisa, what's up? You look a bit down.
True. You don't seem your usual self. Something wrong?
Well, actually, about my husband and my parents and the child.
Oh, what's that? Unforgivable. It's supposed to happen naturally. What does that mean?
Hey, Lisa, if anything happens, make sure you contact us, okay? We'll always help.
That's right. We're always on your side, Lisa Chan.
Noah. Mia, thank you. I feel better now. These people are my childhood friends, Noah and his sister Mia. We hadn't met once since they moved away 10 years ago due to their father's job. However, they had just returned to this area and were about to contact me when we coincidentally ran into each other. A few days after this joyful reunion with my childhood friends.
Hey, Lisa, haven't you noticed something different about me lately?
Different? I don't see anything different about you.
Geez, you're still so clueless. I'm pregnant. Pregnant.
What? Really? Congratulations, so you're getting married to the father, right? What about the wedding?
Ahaha. That's hilarious. I'm pregnant with Gideon's child.
Audra, you're having Gideon's child, is this a joke?
It's reality. Unlike you, I got pregnant so easily.
Turns out it was Lisa who was the problem. I'm perfectly fine.
Wait, what does this mean? I don't understand what's happening.
It's so sad that Gideon was with someone infertile without knowing, poor thing.
Audra is really outstanding. Unlike you, just idling your life away.
Efficient women get things done quickly, it's true. Lisa is just slow, or I don't know what.
It's not that you couldn't have children. It's just that you lacked the talent to do so, Lisa.
Making us wait for so long for this outcome. But compared to that, Audra got pregnant so quickly. She's really outstanding.
Lisa said all sorts of things, but in the end, she was just slacking off.
I agree. I mean, it's impossible not to get pregnant when you're married, right?
I thought I couldn't just stay silent after being treated this way. I had something I was planning to keep to myself if nothing further happened, but given the circumstances, I decided to execute the plan I had prepared just in case.
See? I was right, wasn't I?
That doesn't make sense. Hey, Gideon, you seem to have forgotten something, haven't you? Remember the tests we took when we were newlyweds? It was found that you have a condition that makes natural conception impossible.
What's this story? In this situation, it sounds totally implausible, impossible, even. The fact that I'm pregnant is the best proof, isn't it?
That's right, that was a misdiagnosis. Me, infertile? Impossible.
What are you talking about? I have the medical report right here. We had proper testing done, there's no way it was a misdiagnosis.
Lisa, just because you couldn't be like Audra doesn't mean you should make excuses.
That's right. The fact is, here's a child on the way.
Unbelievable. A daughter-in-law lying like this. Unforgivable. I will make sure you regret saying those words.
Exactly. We were kind to you and you just take advantage of it. The idea that Gideon can't father a child is absurd.
That's right. The one who's wrong here is Lisa, not us.
We're right, Lisa is the one who's wrong. You better realize that.
That's absolutely unforgivable.
That child in her belly is from that man right there.
How? Who do you mean by that man?
Doesn't seem like me, but wait, then who?
If it's not Lisa's father, then what? What does this mean?
Hey, outsiders shouldn't barge in like this. Get out.
Everyone present claimed that they were right and I was wrong. However, at that moment, Mia and Noah came to our house and hinted at the truth. Then, the atmosphere changed completely.
I told you to get out.
No worries. We're here at Lisa's request.
What? What do you want?
Father-in-law. Do you remember anything? You too, Audra.
What are you talking about?
What's this all of a sudden?
You guys were at the gynecologist, talking about let's blame the pregnancy on Gideon. You seemed pretty happy about it. I just happened to be there for another reason and overheard everything. I was sitting right behind you, so I recorded everything perfectly.
You recorded it.
What? What does this mean?
Dad, is this true? If it is, tell us the whole truth without hiding anything.
What are you talking about? Aren't you cheating too?
Can't believe you'd sleep with such a creepy old man just because he's rich.
Don't be ridiculous. What are you all talking about? I haven't done anything wrong at all.
You seem pretty flustered for someone who claims that.
Quiet. I'm not flustered at all.
Stop joking. What's this about a recording? Delete it right now.
As if I delete it.
I'm just trying to prove my innocence.
So, what about the recording my sister has?
It must be someone with a similar voice. With today's technology, you could have made it on a computer.
As if we'd go through all that trouble. We're not that free.
If you want, we can have an expert analyze the audio and confirm it.
Noah and Mia had recorded the secret conversation between the father-in-law and Audra. Not expecting such evidence to exist, both the father-in-law and Audra were visibly shaken.
That's not proof of anything. Just a voice recording. You can tell whose voice it is. Someone might have a voice that sounds similar.
Exactly. Don't bring such nonsense here.
Whose voice would you imitate that sounds like yours? I've never met you before. I recorded it because Lisa showed me photos and told me about you.
Stop that ridiculous tantrum. It's embarrassing.
Wait, if there's a voice recording, it can't be an imitation or fake. What have you been doing behind my back with Lisa's sister Audra? And the child in her belly is yours.
That's, well.
You can't just dismiss this with, well. What is going on here?
Exactly. What are you doing at your age? Oh, it's disgusting.
Wait, what kind of way is that to talk about someone's husband?
What has your husband been doing to my daughter?
Honestly, you're all adults here. You can imagine what Lisa's father-in-law and sister were doing behind everyone's back, right?
This is beyond betrayal.
What have you been doing with Audra, Dad?
Gideon, maybe you should ask why this happened instead of what happened.
Yeah, right. Why did you and Audra get into this situation, Dad? Oh no. Mom.
Oh dear. Looks like your mother-in-law fainted from the shock, huh?
The child Audra was pregnant with turned out to be from another man, who shockingly was Gideon's father, the father-in-law. Knowing this, the mother-in-law finally collapsed on the spot. The father-in-law, though he appeared panicked.
It's not a problem. She's an adult. It's not an affair since she's single.
Don't say such foolish things. She's your wife's sister.
What have you done to my daughter?
Sorry to say this while you're panicking, but everything happening now is the truth. That woman is really pregnant with that old man's child.
Is that certain? It's not Gideon's child.
Oh, you're awake.
Gideon is infertile. It's almost impossible for him to naturally conceive a child.
So you, really with my father?
Well, it's like.
You probably thought, since you and Gideon's father have the same blood type, there's a chance the DNA test could work out, right?
This is no joke. What kind of upbringing did you have?
Well, your husband seems to lack control, doesn't he?
I prefer it if you didn't make it sound like we're the only ones at fault here.
Both of you are to blame. You're both doing the same thing. And you there.
What is it?
You haven't apologized to Lisa once this entire time. Aren't you going to apologize?
Indeed, you should have something to say to Lisa, right?
I don't have anything to apologize for. There's no need for me to say sorry.
Is that so?
Besides, if Lisa really wanted kids that badly, she could have convinced me to go to a gynecologist.
Don't talk nonsense. Trying to conceive is a couple's issue. Instead of pushing all the responsibility onto Lisa, you could have suggested going to the hospital yourself or at least talked about it. There are plenty of things you could have done.
Confronted with Mia's valid points, Gideon responded.
Audra is worse than me, right? She slept with my father.
It's already done, so what can you do, right? Besides, it's really Lisa's fault that things turned out this way.
Don't be ridiculous. There's nothing wrong with Lisa.
Even so, maybe Lisa was a bit too relaxed about it all.
Don't you dare say it's supposed to happen, you terrible woman.
How rude. I'm being insulted because of you.
Well, it's the truth, isn't it? After all, my husband was probably seduced by Audra.
Enough! It doesn't matter who seduced whom. What they did is despicable.
Don't start acting righteous and saying the right things just because you know the situation now.
It's already done. Can't change it, right?
You're really a terrible woman. Reflect on what you've done. I can't believe how twisted you've become.
What do you know about me?
That you're a truly terrible woman.
Hey, you all. You're going to take responsibility for this.
Yes, to think, with Audra, who's younger than your own child. Oh, it's disgusting.
Think you're the victim. You're all perpetrators. You've been nothing but trouble to Lisa. Aren't you supposed to be her family and support her?
Gideon, Audra, and both sets of parents began a blame game, each trying to shift responsibility onto the others. Frustrated by their insincerity, Mia and Noah intervened.
It's despicable to gang up and push the blame onto Lisa.
Right. Stop spouting nonsense.
Shut up. If you're not involved, stay quiet.
Yeah, be nice to a pregnant woman.
Right? It's bad for the baby.
Stop joking around.
Such an ugly hysteria.
Embarrassing, indeed.
Keep arguing if you want. I'll be claiming alimony.
Alimony? Why?
There's no need to pay that.
Lisa, how could you do this to your family?
Right. You've always been such a kind child.
The worst ones here are you people.
Even the kindest person would claim alimony in such a situation.
What's with you anyway?
Me? I'm a lawyer. Lisa, my childhood friend, is my client.
A lawyer?
I'm a professional. We'll be claiming compensation for everything that's happened. I'm not as kind as Lisa. Be prepared.
Please, spare me the alimony.
I'm pregnant. You can't do this to me.
You'd take that from your own parents.
Have you forgotten all we've done for you?
I haven't said anything, right, Lisa?
I've always been on Lisa's side.
Don't come crying to us now, you losers. Just accept it gracefully.
I'll send the formal documents later. We're definitely claiming it.
That's how it is. I will never forgive what you've done to me. As a result, Gideon and Audra ended up buried in debt to pay the alimony. My parents and in-laws had to use their savings for the alimony, leaving them penniless. They had to start working at an age when they expected to be comfortably retired. Indeed, Audra's pregnancy was a fact, and the father of the child was the father-in-law, just as Mia had discovered. This made the situation even more complicated, with child support and other issues adding to the chaos. Gideon, Audra, and both sets of parents led a miserable life, moving to an apartment after selling their house, but still struggling to make ends meet with rent, utilities, living expenses, and phone bills. They lived a life of constant work with no financial breathing room. Months later, Audra gave birth to a healthy baby boy, who was taken in by a loving and kind aunt and uncle. Noah assured me the boy was being raised with much love and care, and I didn't have to worry about him. As for me,
It's a shame it was our last resort.
it does hurt, but I heard ATM repair costs and annual maintenance were pretty high.
What are you talking about?
About how there are fees for depositing coins and making transfers. Just when I started seriously saving 500 yen coins, this happens.
I thought there was a 110 yen fee per coin. My bad.
That would be too much.
No one would use the ATM then.
Since reuniting, I often meet with Mia and Noah, just like old times. We always talk about trivial things, but I find great happiness in these moments of laughter over seemingly unimportant conversations. I divorced Gideon and returned to being single, feeling a sense of relief. Thanks to Noah, I received alimony, so now I've decided to live my life the way I want. I wonder if I'll meet someone wonderful again one day. I don't know what the future holds, but I believe things will work out. With this hope, I'm determined to live every day with a smile, striving for true happiness. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.